everybody. Welcome to Movies in the Man Cave. Jared and I are back after Wayne and Garth taking over for a week for us.
Yep. That was pretty rocking, though.
It was cool.
Yeah. This week, Movies in the Man Cave, we did something kind of rare. Went out and saw a new-ish movie. We checked out Real Steel, starring Hugh Jackman and a kid.
And other people.
Yep. Basically, it takes place in the future, not so distant future, and people aren't allowed to box anymore, and so they have robots that fight for them. Kind of like Robot Wars. If you ever saw that show?
Did.
Yeah, with boxing. So
that's really the whole story.
Pretty much.
That's all you really need to know.
Pretty much.
And that description alone is why I wanted to go see it.
Yep.
You know? As soon as I saw the preview, I was like, I'm going to see that movie.
Yep.
Yep, I'm going to partake.
Awesome.
And where to begin? I think that if I were between the ages of 8 and maybe 12 or 13, this would be my favorite movie. I mean, absolute favorite.
I agree with that.
I think it would be just the perfect movie for a younger me. As an adult, I really like this movie. I don't want to say it's my favorite. I don't want to say I love it. I really, really enjoyed it.
Okay.
Hugh Jackman, he's always great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no matter what he does, he's going to be good. So obviously I enjoyed his performance. But the reason we saw it was the robots. And could not be more impressed with the CGI in this movie. I mean, some of it, they actually built robots and had a little bit of it. But, I mean, I had no idea where that went out and the CG came in.
Yep.
Like one of the first robot scenes when he's fighting that bull.
Yeah.
I was just like, this is unbelievable how realistic that this is.
Yeah.
That was really cool. So, I mean, I think that's what makes the movie. This would be really cheesy if it looked really fake and, you know, if they tried to make it like 6-7 years ago.
Really bad. Yeah.
So that was a great part about it. I know you're going to talk about it. You mentioned in the theater the little kid's performance. I thought was okay. You compared it to Anakin Skywalker.
Jake Lloyd, yeah.
I didn't think it was that bad. You didn't. You thought it was pretty close, huh? I didn't think it was as bad as that. I think he had his moments where he was pretty good, and his moments where you could tell it was a kid trying to act.
Yeah.
I don't know. Bigger pet peeve than the kid for me was holy product placement Batman.
Oh
my goodness.
Yeah. What was it?
Dr. Pepper
Dr.
was
Pepper,
the big one.
Everywhere.
HP was all over the place.
Yep.
We shouldn't even be mentioning them because we're just giving them more
Exactly.
more credit out there.
But yeah, I mean, if the logo on the can wasn't facing the camera, like it was unreal.
Yeah. It just kind of stinks that it was so obviously that they sold out, you know. But a movie geared towards kids, I don't think kids really pick up on that stuff. No. I don't know if this was geared towards kids. I don't know if it was geared. I mean,
I think it was geared towards both. As it had and it wasn't even an underlying story of like father son. Like that was kind of the other main story was Hugh Jackman is reunited with his 11-year-old son or whatever, and then they go on this boxing tour thing for the summer or whatever, and I think it was kind of geared towards that audience as well, and then it had the huge robots beating each other up. So I think that's kind of the audience it was going towards. I really enjoyed it. Again, like you were saying, when the preview came out, it's like, oh my god,
yes,
this looks amazing. The robots and the fight scenes with the robots and pretty much anything to do with the robots was amazing. There is Hugh Jackman's landlord, would you call her? She's the eye candy for the movie.
Friend.
Yeah. Good choice. Don't know who she is, but she was fun to look at for a couple hours.
Yeah, she's pretty.
But yeah, that kid, man. Right away, I was like, he looks like Jake Lloyd. And then he started to talk, and I'm like, this is Jake Lloyd's little brother, I swear to God. And I don't know who the kid is, but just annoyed the crap out of me.
They can't all be Haley Joel Osments, I mean, you gotta have...
That would have been probably worse. I don't know. But no, on a whole, the movie was outstanding. Like, I really enjoyed it. I'll definitely watch it again. But yeah, I mean, if anything, watch it for the robot fight scenes, because that was really well done. And
they were, I mean, I don't want to say choreographed, if that's what you'd call it, but the way the fights were put together were really good. More entertaining than, say, a boxing movie,
Yeah. Yep.
I really like the characters too. You know, they have different robots. Each kind of has a little bit different character.
Yeah,
and
you got like the little rundown, beat up robots and stuff, or like the two-headed.
the two-headed
robot
one I really enjoyed. And I like the
and,
one that came back from Japan too.
Yeah, Noisy Boy.
Yeah, I liked him.
Yeah, he was all decorated like a samurai and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah,
So, lots of good details went into it, I think. So
I can't imagine the amount of hours that went into CGI processing.
woo, more hours than the little kid put into acting lessons.
Ouch, man. You know, you can only work so many hours in a day. There's child labor
I
laws.
suppose. Anyway,
Definitely go see it. You know, if you have a kid, take a kid, or you know, I think my wife would enjoy it. That could be a date night movie.
my wife would fall asleep.
Well, yeah, but she'd fall asleep through any. If she was at a robot fight, she would fall asleep. So
Sure.
that's not a fair assessment.
Yep. If she was in a robot fight, she'd fall. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. One more thing I wanted to mention. I was
Yeah.
very disappointed in the story of why robots box instead of people. I thought they kind of just glazed over that.
Yeah, it was like a 30-second explanation, and when the kid tried to get more out of him, Hugh Jackman was like, "That's enough, boya."
Yeah.
And,
And it was very clear that you asked this question so I can describe to the audience this is
Exactly.
what happened. But it didn't feel natural.
Right.
I mean, it's tough to work in there naturally, but it just felt out of place and sticky.
Yep.
Okay.
Agreed.
Real Steel. Pretty cool.
Check it out.
All right.
Quotes.
Yeah, let's move on to the quotes.
Who all guessed it all right on the? It was all on Facebook.
Yeah. Was it Andrew, wasn't it?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Andrew. We should
Yes.
look this stuff. We should do some research before we
Yes.
come on. But I'm pretty sure
Everyone's
Andrew.
been all over Facebook lately, so
Yeah.
I'm getting confused. But yes, Andrew Selders, Facebook. Excellent.
Let's
Check
look.
it.
Hey, I'm no one's messenger boy, all right? I'm a delivery boy. You?
Yep. Shrek. Again.
Yeah, we've used it before, but
It's all good. It's a good
you know,
movie.
you had Wayne's World last week. We had to tie Mike Myers in somehow. You know how we like the tie-ins.
Mm-hmm.
So, congratulations, Andrew.
That's right.
And we'll move on to this week's quote, and we'll have some sort of tie-in, perhaps, because we like to
Ooh.
do that. All right, this week's quote.
What do you got?
It's a good one. Ready?
I'm reading.
Hey, laser lips, your mama was a snowblower.
Oh, snap.
I feel like we have to bleep that almost.
Yeah.
That's pretty intense.
Watch out.
So, where should they answer, Jared?
It's about on Facebook. Seems to be the hot place if you heard of it. Twitter, Area Voices, and YouTube.
Excellent.
All going across the bottom.
Okie dokie, that's
Yeah.
the quote. Make sure you get an answer out there, people.
It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah. We liked all the comments this week, by the way. We got a big response from our Wayne's World episode. So
Yeah.
we love to hear that kind of stuff. If you liked our episodes, let us know.
Please.
We enjoy it. Let's move on to movies coming out this week.
Let's start with Harold and Kumar.
Harold and Kumar 3D Christmas.
Christmas.
Because after all, it is like 3 days after Halloween. Let's
Yeah.
may as well get those Christmas movies coming.
Start them rolling.
Won't even be in the theaters probably when Christmas time comes, huh?
Probably not.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I have not seen an entire Harold and Kumar movie,
Me either.
but I'm very interested in this.
Me
I don't
too.
know why. The previews,
I think the scene where they shoot Santa Claus.
that might be what it is.
I don't know. Nothing against Santa Claus. It's just really fun.
And they have a claymation scene I saw, in
Yeah.
the preview, and I'm a sucker for Christmas claymation.
And it's in 3D.
so,
and it looks like
3D
they-
does it. They totally went it over the top 3D.
And it's like purposefully
Exactly.
done stupid in 3D. So
Yeah.
it looks like it might be done well. The other one.
Tower Heist.
Yes.
Ben Stiller,
Ben Stiller.
Eddie
I was gonna say
Murphy,
Ben Affleck. Not Ben. Yep. Matthew Broderick. Lots of
who
other
looks
people.
really old. I don't know if that's makeup or what, but man,
Woo! Yeah, he looks
he is
old.
far removed
But
from
Eddie
Ferris
Murphy
Bueller.
is like 50.
That guy doesn't
He
age.
looks like he's 20.
It's unbelievable.
It's ridiculous. And I, for one, am super pumped to see Eddie Murphy in that kind of role again.
You
Like-
know what's great about it? This is probably the first time in 15 years that he has one role in a movie.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
maybe
He's
if he
not
can just
playing
focus
fat
on one
versions
rule,
of himself.
he can be good again instead of spreading himself too thin. He can
Yeah.
zero in on this
He's
one
not
character.
voicing a kid's character. Like, I mean, it looks really funny to me.
It does seem like it's taking him back. This isn't
Yeah.
no daddy daycare or anything like that. This is going back to Beverly Hills Cop
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
taking it back. Ben Stiller, I can give or take, whatever. But
Yeah.
I like Eddie.
I'm
Murphy,
excited to see the
especially.
Matthew Broderick thing in that one.
Oh,
so.
Matthew Broderick's always good.
Yep.
So, Anyway, it's about a heist. So
Yep.
we talked about the actors. That's what it's about. They
Sorry.
rob something.
Yep.
All right. Well, is that it for this week's episode?
I think that's it.
I think it was a wonderful episode.
Fantastic.
I hope everybody had a great Halloween.
Yep.
And make sure you answer our quote. And tell us how much you love us.
You can do that. Why not?
And I guess we'll see you later on this week for a mini episode, eh?
Excellent.
All right, till then. I forgot to buy Count Chocula.
Oh no.
Do you guys have an extra box?
No, we're all out. I ate the last of our blueberry on Saturday.
Do they take it off like the day after Halloween?
I don't think so.
I gotta go get some.